in case you missed it, and in case you can't read. All right? In case you are Rocky Balboa from Rocky 2, and you've already retired because Adrian doesn't want you to get fucking retarded in a second bout against Apollo Creed. And you are now doing commercials. And you're trying to do commercials, and you keep messing up the lines. And the director says, Rock, you're saying it wrong. Rock, you're doing it wrong. And you take off the phony eye and the phony nose and say, maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe you're doing it wrong. And the director says, no, you know what the problem is? You can't read! That's the problem! You can't read! So, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you Rocky Balboas out there, and I know there's quite a few of you that watch my show, trust me, I know some of you inbred faggot warriors listen to my show. Let me spell it out for you, and we'll pronunciate. Like back in school, or like how your retarded children get taught when they're in the OCs program in their public school. So, here we go. Horns, creepy midget troll, Jules Jordan. What happened to all of your directors? Subtitle: Innovator dying just like everybody else. Welcome to the new age. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, and it was posted on 3/12.
Welcome to the ROB Black Show.
Today's date is?
How's everybody doing? You know what today's date is? It's fucking May 1st. That's what today's date is, alright? It's fucking May 1st. And the goddamn days are just flying by. Like, really flying by. Like, really flying by. Like, flying by. Like, boo! 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 I don't know why I'm doing that. It just sounds fun to do. Boo! Ah, fuck. But yeah, we are out of April. We're into May. And my landlord here, my landlord here, my landlord is still building the complex. He is. Yeah, and I have the windows shut, even though it's about 1,000 degrees, like 1,000 degrees. But I have to have it shut because it is fucking sawing out there. Our landlord is sawing. So listen here. You hear that? Because you hear it? There you go. He's sawing. He's sawing. Oh man. Jesus Christ. It's just sawing. Everybody's just sawing. It's just sawing. That's what we've become. We're just sawing. So anyways, like I've told you before, my landlord is building a complex here. He's building something that is beautiful. He's building something that is fabulous, and we can only equate it to that of the Forum shops from Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. That's how gorgeous and awesome. That no, it's not. I'm fucking around. I'm completely fucking around. It's nothing of the sorts. And we are just dealing with it, and he's putting in like tiles and stuff. But anyways, we're here, and it's May. Man, January, February, March, April, May. I can't believe we're already in May. God damn, May. It just seemed, it really does just seem like it was December. I swear to God, if those of you remember December, and I was looking at video, I was pulling video last night for these best of tapes that we're putting together that will be playing at night, and I was looking at stuff from December, around the time that I quit using marijuana and smoking and all that crap, and decided I was going to go and work out and do the whole process. And that was around December. It's like the third week of December, like right before Christmas. And I'll tell you, it seems like it was just yesterday. It really does. Like it doesn't feel like it was 6 months ago, but in theory it was. It was in December, and we're in May. So it was almost a half a year. We're on May. Fuck. It's crazy. It's crazy. Fucking crazy on how the time is passing us by. It really is, man. It's crazy on how the time is passing us by, but it is. It is passing us by. And where is it passing us by to? Who the fuck knows? This morning, I had to go, and we were looking at the fucking studio and the building process, and that was what we did. So I'm a little not tired, but I feel like I've already put in an hour and a half of the day. I feel like I've already done an hour and a half worth of work before the show even started, because we had to meet and go to the place before we normally get going in the morning. So it's like, and I'll tell you, last night when we got done with the final night of the live night show, I wasn't feeling too good, and I think I know what happened. Let me explain this to you guys. Seriously, and if I start getting even more heebie-jeebied out during the day, then I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. That's what I think I'm gonna have to do. Here's what happened. Normally, I have 2 Diet Cokes a day. That's it. They're this size. This is from McDonald's, because we were near there this morning when we were at the studio. And that's the only reason. Normally, I don't get a Diet Coke in the morning. Normally, I have a Diet Coke at the end of the afternoon show from Jack in the Box. I do. I go to Jack in the Box. I get a large Coke. And then after the night show, I get a large Coke. And both Cokes I never really finish. I normally just go right to here. So it's probably like drinking a can of soda or a can and a half of soda. So I went to Jack in the Box last night after the evening show, and their Coke machines were broke. And I know the people there. The kid Jose and Lapita, the woman that works there. And they said, oh, the Coke machine's broke. I said, what do you mean the Coke machine's broke? Oh, no work. If you want water. I said, if I want water, I get fucking water at my fucking office. So I came here for a fucking Coke. She goes, well, the only thing we have working is high C. I said, again, that's not Coke. That's not Sprite. That's not fucking Dr. Pepper. I go, how can you guys have a Jack in the Box and you're operating right now and you don't have a soda machine dispenser? It broke about an hour ago. I said, well, shouldn't you guys be on the phone with fucking managers calling somebody to come down here and fix it? It's only 11:45. You're a 24-hour Jack in the Box on Lancashire Boulevard. I mean, am I fucking nuts? And I don't even work here, and I'm telling you something should be done. We'll have to wait till tomorrow. I said, are you fucking serious? And there's like a bunch of people in the dining room, and they're all kind of looking over. I mean, every one of these people are either drinking high C or drinking water. They're like, yeah. And I go, guys, that is completely unacceptable. Unacceptable. Well, they won't send anybody out to fix anything until tomorrow. I said, again, unacceptable. I go, there should be a 24-hour service person for the Jack in the Box franchises. You guys are a fast food restaurant that's open 24 hours a day on a busy street. If I was in line right now ordering food from you guys and you said your drink machine didn't work, I would leave. If I said, yeah, let me have a number 5, and you said, oh, our soda machines aren't working, I'd say, okay, then I'm good, forget it, I'm leaving. Who the fuck wants to go through the drive-thru and buy a hamburger, french fries, onion rings, and you have nothing to drink? So now what? You got to go stop at 7-Eleven and buy a drink? Get out of there. Get the fuck out of here. You'll just leave and go drive to Carl's Jr. And a matter of fact, right next door to Jack in the Box over here on Lancashire is Carl's Jr. So I said to him, I said, I'm just going to go to Carl's Jr., man. I said, that's so fucked. And they're like, hey, man, we're sorry. I said, sorry to me. I go, I'm just buying a drink. I go, but you're probably going to lose $500 tonight. I go, easy. There's bars around here. There's a strip club. People want food. Yeah, you could go to Carl's, but Carl's is like expensive, high-end fast food. That's why Carl's is not as busy as you guys, because you guys are the home of the fucking dollar taco deals. Carl's has got balls. But guess what Carl's has got? Drinks, motherfucker, drinks. So the kid Jose in there, that is like the night I started laughing. I said, you guys are fucked. So I walked over to Carl's Jr. So I walk into their dining area, and there's nobody in the dining area except one dirty, filthy, grimy, smelly, filthy, disgusting bum. No bullshit. They literally have in their dining room what might amount to the biggest walking, disgusting, grotesque human waste of a bum sitting in their dining room, just hanging out, just chilling with a drink. Exactly. Exactly. And so it doesn't really dawn on me if he got the drink from there, if they gave it to him, what is the process. But I asked the girl, I said, yeah, let me have a large Diet Coke. She gives me the cup, points me over to the machine, and I have to go and do it myself. So I go, I take the ice, the drink, put the top on it, and I leave. So now I go back to the office, and I continue to do some work. It's about 12:30 at night now, and I'm ready to be done, and I kind of feel lethargic. My head starts to hurt a little, and I start to have
pain in my neck. But I'm thinking nothing of it except that I'm not feeling good. So I go to Katie Summers' house, and I don't want to work out. I feel tired, lethargic, all around bad. So I basically wound up passing out at about 2:30 in the morning and woke up and started my day. And it started to dawn on me that I could possibly have been poisoned by that bum. That dirty, filthy, disgusting, slimy, wretched of a human being bum probably went over to the fountain, got his dirty ass cup that he's sitting there putting his fucking lips on and licking it with his fucking diseased tongue, put it on the spigot. The ice probably came into it. His lip of his cup is touching the lip of the cup that other people would touch it on. And those other people meaning me. So now my cup is touching where his fucking cup is. He's probably got meningitis, hepatitis, meningitis, kepholitis, apoditis, cerealitis. He's probably got every litis disease in the history of diseases, and then he's probably got 15 others. He probably fucking puts his dirty fingers all over the fucking spigot like he's milking a fucking cow's teat. He's probably sitting there just stroking it like that. Why? Because he's a bum, okay? And he looked like the type of guy that would try to jerk off a fucking soda machine. So he's probably fucking jerking the soda machine. So this morning I'm thinking to myself, I was probably poisoned last night by this bum. I was probably fucking given some disease, some 24-hour bum bug. And now I'm just getting over it. But if the symptoms come back later on, I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to go to the hospital and I'm going to have them check me out and make sure I don't have bum disease. You've heard of Crohn's disease, you know, or myelofibrosis. I'm going to make sure this isn't buminomiosis, okay? So that was possibly what happened. I'm hoping that I can fight it and I can beat it like Rocky beat Apollo Creed. But if not, and I should drop dead, please pick me up off the floor. Call the paramedics and say Rob Black got dosed by a bum last night at the Carl's Jr. fountain machine while he was getting a Diet Coke. And that is what happened. Now, another interesting thing that happened this morning, when we were on our way back to the office at the little dollar store mall where there's a Little Caesars and there's this Mexican supermarket called La Mexican Supermarket. I don't even know what it's called, but it's got a big name on it called La Mexican Supermarket on the side. And as we were driving by, there was a guy on a bike who was off his bike like this. His bike was lying there in the street, and there was this Chinese lady with those big old glasses, like, oh, Lord. So apparently, the Chinese lady hit the guy on the bike, knocked him off his bike. And I've seen this guy on the bike before. He's one of the local, I would say, bums that just ride their bike up and down Lancashire looking for people to hit them. And sure as shit, he found one Chinese lady, go figure, to hit him. And so he's like, you know, he's got a fanny pack on. Who wears a fucking fanny pack? Exactly. Thank you.
and he's got a fanny pack, jean shorts, and a tank top, a gray tank top, and he's got glasses on, and he's just like, oh, like he's limping, and this old Chinese lady's like, oh no, and around the corner, you literally see 3 cop cars with the sirens coming up, and 2 fire trucks with an ambulance for this incident. And it was quite entertaining. So we had to make a stop at the grocery store, not at the La Mexican grocery store, but at another store. And we made a loop around because I wanted to take a look at something that was on another street. And when we came back up, about 10 minutes later, the whole army of paramedics and police officers was still there. And this time the guy has got a little bandage, like this big, like a $50 size, and it's on his shin. And he's on a phone, like talking, being all animated. You know, oh, we can only imagine, oh, I got hit, I'm almost dead, everything. Oh, Jesus. And so I figure this guy sees a big payday with Sim Dong Kung, who fucking hit him with her Saturn, her new Saturn. So it was kind of entertaining. We didn't stay long, but long enough to be thoroughly entertained by this accident. It's always entertaining to see accidents. If I'm not in the fucking thing and nobody's ran me over or nobody's bashed into my car, it's highly entertaining to see accidents. I mean, seriously, I like watching. I love looking at accidents. If there's somebody fucking mangled in the street, that's even better. I remember when we were at our old office on Canoga. This is ages ago. I mean, this is ages ago. This is when we had 15 people working at our offices. We were on Canoga, right on Canoga. We were in this old picture frame building, huge building, and like a semi truck was out in the front driving down Canoga, and it hit somebody and fucking flew them, I think, like 195 feet, and their fucking corpse was just laying in the fucking street. And I remember going out there, like we were all out there. It was at night. We were all looking at the body and shit. People were taking the video camera from the office and videotaping it, because they hadn't put the fucking the sheet over the corpse yet. I remember we were all just walking down, just like, oh wow, look at that dude just laying all fucked up in the street, dead, like fucking roadkill. Highly entertaining. It was like, wow. Now, if the guy's brains and shit were everywhere, it would have been horrifically not entertaining, just because it would have made my stomach turn. And I wasn't that close to the corpse as it was. It was more of a, oh, wow, look at that. Now, other people in our office literally went up and was probably about 8 feet from the corpse to just look. Now, those are some sick motherfuckers. I didn't do that. And they were videotaping the corpse. That's also sick. I didn't do that. But nonetheless, it was entertaining, and seeing a human being shaped in that manner was pretty interesting. So, you know, again, if I'm not in one of these big accidents, or I'm not mangled by a car, or some crazy gunman didn't walk into the grocery store and shoot me or anything like that, I'm all right. But nonetheless, entertainment is what it is. Katie Summers just hit me and said she can literally hear all of this going on even with the window down. And she asked me if I am sure that he's not building a concentration camp here in the office. And I find that offensive. I think she's making some offhanded Nazi Jew joke, and I don't prescribe to that humor. Okay, I don't partake in that type of humor. Okay, it's wrong. All right, and I don't think he's building a concentration camp. I think he's building more of a gas chamber to pump Cyclone B up through the vents to gas us. That's a little different. I don't think he's literally making a camp where we will be making hinges or clothing for the Third Reich. I think it's more of a Cyclone B ventilation system to gas us all. That is more in line with what he's working on. Oh, but that's a good one. Concentrate, but I should actually put a sign up that says "Work will set you free" for Hans. Fucking Ahmad Fry. That's what I should have put up here. Fucking just a big sign out on the front. Work will set you free. It's like, all right, Hans, I'm trying to make the hinges quick enough. All right, I'm trying to make them. Yeah, Hans, I need to see Hans coming up, opening the door. Hello, Rob. Make me a hinge. And he's got the stopwatch. Check it out. Oh, again. Again. He grabs me, takes me out to the fucking parking lot, cocks the gun. Click. Damn gun. Click. Damn gun. And he's next time I hear Hans with that, with the cutter going, that's what I'm gonna say. Well, Hans, work will set you free. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with the world? Or do you think the world's fine and it's just Rob Black that is completely fucking nuts? What do you think it is, guys? Is it Rob Black that's not right, and it's the world that's doing good, or vice versa? Now, my good friend Patrick just sent me a video of a homeless guy on a New York subway taking a shit on himself. That's a good one, Pat. That's a good one. A homeless guy that just took a shit on himself on a subway. Yeah. That's just some foul shit. Yeah. I'm with you here. I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. I'm definitely with you here. It's just foul. It's just foul. This whole thing is just fucking foul. It's just so foul. Oh, man. The whole thing is just foul. Oh, God. Man, this is wrong. It's just wrong. It's all just wrong. It really is. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Guy, he shit himself on the subway. What's wrong? This is wrong. This is just all wrong. Horrible. Horrible. Anyways, there's my story. I don't have anything else of it. Although Patrick did just send me one last thing to go with our video. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
What will you make it? Hinges, sir. I've got some workers coming tomorrow. Where the hell they come again? I've got to make room. Make me a hinge. Yes, sir. Nothing worse. Oh, that's very good. But I'm a bit confused. Perhaps you can help me. What I don't understand is that you've been working since, I think, what, about 6 this morning. Yet, such a small pile of hinges.
He didn't make a hinge quick enough. He timed him making a hinge. He made the fucking hinge. And he did it really quick. When the nice officer was timing him. And he was impressed by it. But then he noticed the box of hinges that the little Jewish fellow was making was not adequate. Well, basically, he emptied the hinges over, and it was probably about 7 or 8 of them, and he'd been working since 6 a.m., and he should have had quadruple the amount of hinges. So this officer's upset right now, and now he's just brought him out into the foyer or the outside area of the hinge making factory, and now they are gonna put a gun to his head. Tried to shoot him in the head, the gun didn't work.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the angle there, or maybe it's then.
When you click it was the angle of the screen.
Maybe it's the pin. Maybe it's a pin shot. Come on.
What did I just say?
Herr Commandant, I beg to report that my heap of hinges was so unsatisfactory because the machines were being recalibrated this morning. I was put on to shoveling coal.
Strange.
There you go. That's Make a Hinge Scene. Thank you, Patrick, for bringing that gem to the show. Right now, all my Jewish audience members were like, "What the fuck, Rob Black? What? We didn't enter any of the new fans I just got a couple days ago as I was looking at our ratings, and we've been having some big spikes. Right now, I've just lost all the new audience we got. I think I just systematically watched every single one of them drop off. But seriously, I think I just watched every one of our audience members leave us. They went, Rob Black is playing Schindler's List video. Okay? What the fuck? This is wrong. Okay? This is wrong. So, for all my fans and new fans, I want to, you know, I want to say I'm sorry, okay? I want to say I'm sorry. I think that's wrong, and I didn't mean to offend any of you. It's wrong of what Patrick, one of our viewers who contributes to the show, did, and I want to take that back, and I want to apologize to all my Jewish fans and all my Jewish friends and other people that might have offended. And I actually have an apology here. Hold on a second, let me play it for you. That's wrong! What the fuck is wrong with this show? Stop it! Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry you had to hear it. Stop. It's wrong. It's wrong, and I'm sorry. That just keeps going. And I don't want it to be one of these shows where all we're doing is playing hurtful and racist things. And I'm sorry again for that. That was the Goodbye Jew scene from Schindler's List. They're starting to just pile up now. Goodbye Jews. Make me a hinge. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Enough. Enough. I'm sorry. I just lost more audience members. I lost them. They're gone. They left me already. I lost them. I'm sorry. Now I'm never going to be able to get them back. I lost my audience members. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to offend. We don't intend to offend people on this program. We don't intend to offend. That rhymes. We don't intend to offend. Anyways, let's get off the homeless guy shitting himself. Let's get off the Jews. Let's not talk about Schindler's List anymore. But you guys do realize that another hint of how Russia was feeling about America and its allies during the Olympics. He did have his star skater. Okay, he has a skater, this little girl, who is like the darling of Russia, and she was skating in a red outfit to the theme of Schindler's List. You realize how incredibly awesome that is. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not. That's wrong. But you got to admit that takes some fucking balls to just be sitting there going, you know, what I think that we will dance to. What? What? What, President? I will have you dress like the little girl wearing the red coat. Okay. And you will dance to the Schindler's List theme song. Really? Awesome. Let's do it. So right there should have been an indication from well to all of us that that Russia was not exactly. Oh Jesus! Here it is. Red coat girl. Imagine. Russian dancers. And now Putin, he's like this. He starts to get teary-eyed. I think that might have been an indication that Russia was going to be up to some no good shit. All right, it had to be an indication that Russia was up to some no good shit. Because don't forget, it was only a little bit after the Olympics that he decided to invade Crimea and take it. I mean, think about it. He started his world takeover right after the Olympics, where his #1 torch bearer posted a picture of a banana next to President Obama, and then their star skater danced to this. Then they went in and took Crimea. They then went in into Ukraine and just started taking shit. They're like, we're going to take your country. Don't worry about it. Why? Because of this. And there's nowhere you can hide. Oh man, fucking Russia. You got it. They're crazy. They're crazy. All right, Patrick just gave. Her name was Julia Lipinskaya. That's the girl. Here she is. Go on.
No hesitation into that triple looks with a magnificent triple toe on the end.
And the best part is you gotta hear how they open.
Russia.
Listen.
For Russia.
For Russia. Bang, 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 bang. Fuck you, dude.
No hesitation into that triple looks with a magnificent triple toe on the end.
Do you understand? Do you understand how incredibly, Jesus Christ, I don't even know how to, I don't even know how, I don't know how, I don't even know how they, I don't know how anybody was like cool with that. I seriously, think about it. So think, you got people that were, let's see, you got people that I got to imagine that there are people that would be offended by that, right? Like, seriously, I got to imagine that people, you got to imagine that people.
Hello, I'm John.
You got to imagine that people would be offended, right? Okay, yes or no? Can we agree with that? Okay. Got to imagine people be offended by the Olympics, the Russian girl, and don't forget Russia was part of killing Jews. But let's face it, they were part of killing Jews. They got no problem. They got no problem. All right, killing Jews. All right, they got no problem killing Jews. So they're cool with that. And they have a girl dancing in a little red jacket to symbolize the girl in Schindler's List that's running while the Nazis are shooting all the Jews, right? We all agree with that? Okay. And you'd have to think that's somewhat offensive to some people. Now, your Olympics, your world stage, and to put that in perspective for you, it would almost be equivalent, okay, to having possibly a skater in blackface skating to something like this. And he's skating around. And it goes between that, and then it goes between this.
Double axel, triple toe, double toe.
Little girl running. Choose. Choose. And then it cuts to. And then it cuts to, and it goes back to this. Putin, tears coming down his eyes. He was. He was like basically crying at the Olympics. He's like this. Thinking of just, God, he's like, God, man, I wish I fucking just,
Oh, the quality of this is amazing.
I want to hear the quality of this. Alright. Horrible. Okay, it's horrible. But I'm telling you, I mean, if you're going to have this, you're in the same ballpark, all right? And that's the way the nigger goes. Motherfuckers on the ice. He's doing this. Oh man. Oh fuck. I hate this show is bad. I know. I've lost all listeners now. We've officially lost all listeners. All right, we got this one. Patrick wants us to play this when the workers out here stop working. It's the balcony scene from Schindler's List. Zion up with the scope. He shot the girl in the head. Smoking a cigarette. Zion up another one. Boom! One right in the heart. Boom! And now they're all fucking, they're digging holes quicker. He's stretching. He's horrible. Oh. It's horrible, but it's true. That's my landlord here. I can see him sitting up here in the window shooting motherfuckers if they're not working hard enough. Oh, man. It's horrible. It's horrible. This is a horrible show. Listen, all my new fans out there that were listening to us and now you've all turned off, I'm sorry. If there's any of you that are still hanging in there, I want to apologize to each and every one of you. Seriously, I want to apologize. I want to apologize, okay? Let me apologize. Don't get fucking funny with me. Don't get fresh. I'm trying to apologize. I'm trying to be all right here, okay? Sorry that we're making wrong and insensitive jokes. I'm sorry that we're playing insensitive music, and I'm sorry, okay? I don't mean to offend anybody. It's all in good fun, Okay, I'm sorry. All right, and I hope you could I hope there's forgiveness. I hope you don't make me sell my radio show. Hey, just as long as you give me $1 billion for it, okay? I'm sorry, that was the wrong joke. Okay, there's my landlord now. I was gonna give him the work will set you free. I was gonna give him the work will set you free. All right. Here he is. Where is he? Okay, he left. I was. You guys are gonna hear me scream to Hans. Work will set you free. But he's gone. I am. You think I'm fucking around? You think I'm fucking around? Watch. I'll fuck around here. I'm sorry though. But I know I'm offending everybody. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, back to my apology. We were going to do some other more off-color shit, and I don't want to do that. I want to apologize some more. I'm sorry for the jokes that we're saying here on the Rob Black Show. It's not funny, okay? Our crude and insensitive behavior is exactly what it is. It's crude and insensitive. It's wrong when we make jokes about ethnic things. I don't even know what the fuck that means, ethnic things. When we make jokes about Chinese, when we make jokes about Jews, when we make jokes about blacks, when we make jokes about Italians, we don't mean to offend anybody. We are only doing things to invoke laughter, and we're sorry if that invoking laughter on the expense of other people's feelings makes them feel bad. So I'm sorry about that, okay? So I'm sorry, okay? I never wanted to hurt you. I never wanted to be somebody to make you feel pain. So please, I hope I can have your forgiveness, your apologies, and we're going to not do that again, okay? We're not going to do that again, and I'm sorry. Anyways, let's continue. No more insensitive things like that. And if this was a office, like if we were working for MSNBC, or we were working for NBC, or we were working for K-Rock, or we were working for a corporate entity, right now, what we would have to do is we would have to take a sensitive training course. They have those. It's called sensitivity training courses, where you go there and you train about how not to be insensitive to people, rather they're women, or rather they're Chinese, or blacks, or Jews, or Muslims, or any ethnic group. They train you in how to be racially sensitive. They train you how to be have tolerance of religion. So if we were with a big corporation right now, that's what we would have to be going to. We'd have to go to a sensitivity training. Well, we're not part of a corporation, and so we have to do it in-house at the Rob Black Show, and so we have to basically create our own sensitivity training area of the building. And hopefully, when we get done with the show today, I will go there and train to be sensitive to racism. So I'm sorry again. And I'm just looking. Let me see. Okay. We're all good. We're all good, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep the windows open, and we're going to continue with the show. So, I want to touch on something that has been pretty entertaining to me in the last couple days, and that's been Well, there's a couple issues, and let me see. We haven't talked about porn in the last couple days. Now, well, I shouldn't say. Okay, we haven't. Well, we haven't. We've been talking a lot about. We've been talking a lot about the whole Donald Sterling. We call him Big D. We call him Big Don. All right. We do. We call him Big Don. That's what I refer to him. That's what we refer to him, Big Don. Okay. And when we refer to Big Don, we mean Donald Sterling, the owner of the Clippers. That's what we refer to him as, Big Don, owner of the Clippers. And we've been focusing on that, so we haven't really been talking about porn or anything like that. Now, we could be talking about that. We could be going over things like that. But right now, I was going to hit on some porn news. I hope it doesn't offend some of you that we were going to touch on that. Seriously. But can we touch on the porn a little just to get it out of the way? Or do you want to talk about the Big D? What do you want to do? Because Big D's been the topic. And there's all sorts of new information about Big D, okay, and what's going on with what's happening, or we could go right into porn, or we could talk about Ray Rice, who pled not guilty to assault charges to when he beat the shit out of his girlfriend at a casino, and the tapes got him like dragging her lifeless body out of the hotel room, which is pretty fucking entertaining, out of the elevator. And like guards come up and they're like, "Yo, bro," and you can't hear the audio, but it's obvious that that's what the guard's saying. It's a casino guard, and he's just like, and Ray Rice is like, and the elevator door keeps trying to shut, and her ankle's in the elevator door, and it just keeps going like this on her ankle. And he's all like, let me grab her ankle, put it, in the lobby. It's like, so, could talk about Ray. We haven't talked about this in like a couple months when it happened. You guys got to admit, it was pretty good. I mean, he's all Brit, and he's just like, "Oh man, she's drunk." And it's like, no, she's not. You punched her in the face, and she's not drunk. Yeah, she ain't drunk. Punched her in the face. And it's all, and again, this, to me, this kind of goes with the Donald Sterling outrage. It does, and I'll say it by this. At what point, you have to admit that we here in America hold these types of issues in different lights. Now, if being privately, and I say this because to me it was a big deal. It doesn't diminish the comments that Donald Sterling made. It doesn't. What he said was, let's put it this way. Congressmen, senators, Paula Deen, and Duck Dynasty all have said worse than what Donald Sterling has said, and they said it publicly and on the record. But that debate, we've had a bunch, and we'll debate it more. But I have another one. If privately you arguing with your half Mexican, half black girlfriend who's going, Papi, do you want me to give you some juice? I love you, Papi. Are you alright? I'm sorry. If that conversation with that annoying, ugly, fucked up troll, and you telling her that she could bring black guys home to fuck so you could watch, so a little cuckold action goes on, but you don't want her to be in the public eye or on Instagram with the black folk, if that gets you a lifetime ban from Staples Center, and the NBA throws you out, and basically you're labeled as you know, the Joseph Mengele of German death camp fame. What does beating the shit out of your girlfriend like Ray Rice get you? Seriously. Again, doesn't it show you how fucked up our country is? Because Ray Rice isn't the first one to beat the shit out of his wife or girlfriend who has played sports, and that sport has no problem with having you play in the league. I mean, again, you mean if you get recorded privately by your crazy girlfriend talking racist shit, and she records it and then sends it out to the press, that will get you more jammed up than if you just walked over to the girl and beat the living shit out of her in the fucking apartment, got arrested, went to jail for it. That the league has no problem with. But saying some racist shit in a tape recorder that is only intended to be heard between you and the person you're saying the shit to, that gets you a lifetime ban. Where the fuck do we put this level of tolerance in our society of what people can say and do? Seriously. Again, I can give you a list of sports athletes from here, there's our landlord right now. I wish you guys could see him. There he is. I'm going to do it. Here it is. Hans, work will set you free. Ah! I love it. That's my man Hans, baby. He said it sounds familiar. That's all I'm going to say, guys. It's my man Hans. He's out there building the fucking offices and making a beautiful palace here. There he is. That's Hans. All right, let's get back to the tolerance of America. Now, Paula Deen, as we all know, has said some real racist shit. All right, to the point where she wants her employees to dress up like slaves on the plantation for a wedding. And she is hooked in with Ticketmaster right now and promoting a 20-city tour where she'll be cooking live to audiences. How is that possible? Again, I just think that everything needs to be put in context. And when I'm looking at Ray Rice, and if you guys ever want to see some wild footage, you got to take a look at Ray Rice and when he gives his girlfriend this smack. And you don't see the smack per se. And again, you see basically the girlfriend. Here, let me read this to you. Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice pled not guilty Thursday to assault charges stemming from an incident with his then-girlfriend in an Atlantic City casino elevator. His lawyer said Rice is ashamed and sorry about his conduct, but would not specify exactly what Rice did. After the 5-minute court hearing, Rice applied for New Jersey's pretrial intervention program, which allows for charges to be dismissed against first-time offenders who participate in the program and meet certain conditions. The county prosecutor will decide whether Rice is allowed to enter the program. If not, prosecutors have offered Rice a plea bargain that would spare him jail time if he participates in anger management counseling. He's ashamed of his conduct and sorry for what he did, Attorney Michael Demonstein told reporters outside the courthouse. There was a disagreement between him and his wife. He made a mistake. He loves Janae and wants to move forward. This was a momentary lapse of reason. Okay. Again, I tell you, our society is so fucked up. So beating the shit out of your wife in a casino hotel is a momentary lapse of reason. Okay. No problem. And you know something, guys, not for nothing, but I do like Michael Vick, but I mean really, Michael Vick ran a dog-killing fighting ring and did jail time for it. I didn't hear no lifetime ban of anything from Michael Vick. He's making millions and millions of dollars in the NFL right now. Plays for the New York Jets. He's going to be their starting quarterback. You know, at what level of punishment do we put on things? Or is it just when Magic Johnson wants to fucking buy a basketball team? Again, at what level do we have this bullshit fake outrage? Because if we really want to be outraged about things, we could start with Duck Dynasty, we could start with Paul Ledeen, and move on down the line. And then we could start with every athlete that is beating the shit out of his wife. And then we can move on down to any of the athletes that have engaged in behavior like dogfighting fucking rings. And then, I mean, we really can go down the fucking list. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, we really could go down the fucking, down the list. It's kind of funny at what point and at what level of punishment or intolerance do we have, and say, well, that form of remarks are wrong, but these remarks are all right. That person is allowed to say them, but this person isn't. That person's allowed to say they're sorry, but that person is not. I mean, listen, you want to be technical, Richie Incognito, you can't get any more racist than Richie Incognito calling his black teammate every nigger word in the book. But then you'll argue, well, he was saying things back. And well, the report that the NFL had came out that said he was a bully and he was fucking saying horrific racial things. Where's the outroar on that? Where's the outrage on that? Richie Incognito's going to be playing football. The guy that was involved, I mean, everybody involved, it's like, yeah, and you really, we're going to attack now on basis of speech? Okay, cool. I'm with you. But if we're going to do that, can we at least be consistent? That's all I'm saying. If we're going to clean shit up and we're going to stop these things, can we be consistent with what we're doing? I mean, seriously. For Christ's sakes, Ray Lewis, and I've said this before, is somebody that was just, he's Ray Lewis. But look up Ray Lewis's career, and look, when I say career, look at the scandal he was involved in. I mean, there was a fucking murder he was involved in. Seriously, there was a murder. Okay? Let's say this. Okay? Let's say this. Ray Lewis was acquitted or not charged with specifically killing somebody, but he was around some dead motherfucker. He was around some people that killed somebody. He was in the vicinity of the whole thing, and I gotta say that if that doesn't get you any type of ban, I don't know what will. I mean, seriously, what does that? What does that get you? Huh? What does that get you? Again, Ray Rice had the video shows him removing the motionless body of Janae Palmer from an elevator at Revelle Hotel Casino on February 15th. She did not comment as the two walked into the courthouse. Couple married a day after Rice was in the Rice incident. If convicted, Rice could face 3 to 5 years in prison. The former Rutgers star walked into the courthouse holding hands with Palmer. He said he is a happy father and a happy husband. When asked by reporters what he hoped would happen, Rice responded, "For you all to have a blessed day." Ah, he must have found God. Originally, Palmer and Rice were charged with simple assault, but the Atlantic City Prosecutor's Office reviewed the case and dropped the charge against Palmer. A grand jury lodged a more serious charge of aggravated assault against Rice. Through her lawyer, Palmer has indicated she does not want the case to proceed. Okay, I'm confident with the evidence we have that I could secure a conviction at trial with or without her. She said the prosecutors have additional video evidence beyond what was published by the website, but she would not describe its contents. Robertson said Rice's celebrity played no role in the case, adding that plea deals are routinely offered to defendants charged with third-degree crimes, as the case with Rice. Desmond Steen said he expects a decision on whether Rice will be allowed into pretrial intervention within the next week. He's an excellent candidate for it. He's just a high-character individual. He's a good guy. The conditions of pretrial intervention would include staying out of trouble for a year, as well as undergoing counseling and remaining gainfully employed. They've been going to counseling, working on some of the issues they have. They're very happy. Now remember, all those casinos and all of those places have cameras everywhere. So they had a camera in the elevator. They all have. I mean, I think the apartment building that that Katie lives in has a camera in the elevator. Most just apartment buildings have a security camera in the elevator, at least decent ones. So a hotel casino definitely has security cameras in the elevator. Everybody knows that. So, yeah, the video they got is Ray Rice punching his fucking wife in her fucking face, choking her out and her dropping to the floor, and then him dragging her lifeless body out of the elevator trying to tell people she's drunk. And then he fucking realized, oh shit, they got this all on camera. Oh shit. But hey, the NFL don't give a fuck about beating the fuck out of your wife. It's all cool. It's all gravy. It don't matter. Nobody gives a shit about beating the fuck out of your wife. Who cares about that? Yeah, nobody cares. Seriously, nobody gives a shit. Nobody fucking cares. Some fucking, again, we have fake outrage here. That's all that happens. It's all bullshit. It is. Fucking Ray Lewis, guys. Do you realize Ray Lewis literally was sitting in jail awaiting murder charges? But he happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And he was wrongly accused. Man, I'll tell you, not many people are in the wrong place at the wrong time, okay? And on top of that, he pled guilty to obstruction of justice charges in the stabbing deaths of the two guys. So the fact that he was there. He was there. He was there. He was fucking there. Seriously. Listen to this. Following the Super Bowl party in Atlanta, January 31, a fight broke out between Lewis and his companions and another group of people, resulting in the stabbing deaths of Janice, Kenneth Baker, and Richard Lawler. Lewis and two companions, Reginald Oakley and Joseph Sweeting, were questioned by Atlanta police, and 11 days later, the three men were indicted on murder and aggravated assault charges. The fight occurred about 200 yards from the Cobalt Lounge in Atlanta, where Lewis had been celebrating. The white suit Lewis was wearing the night of the killings has never been found. So the suit Lewis was wearing has never been found. Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard alleged the bloodstained suit was dumped in a garbage bin outside the fast food restaurant. A knife found at the scene did not have any fingerprints or DNA. Lewis subsequently testified that Oakley and Sweating had brought knives earlier in Super Bowl weekend from a sports authority where Lewis had been signing autographs. Baker's blood was found inside of Lewis's limousine. 2 weeks into the trial, Lewis's attorney, Don Samuel Ed Garland, negotiated a plea agreement with the district attorney where the murder charges against Lewis were dismissed in exchange for his testimony against Oakley and Sweeting, and his guilty plea to a misdemeanor charge of obstruction of justice. Lewis admitted he gave a misleading statement to police on the morning after the killings, initially telling them that he was not at the scene. Superior Court Justice Alice D. Bonner sentenced Lewis to 12 months probation, 1 year in prison. 1 year in prison is the maximum sentence for a first-time offender. And the immediate probation was the judge's decision. He was also fined $250,000 by the NFL, big fucking deal, which was believed to be the highest fine levied against an NFL player for an infraction not involving substance abuse. Nah, fucking murder. Under the terms of the sentence, Lewis could not use drugs or alcohol during the probation. Oakley and Sweeting were acquitted of the charges of June. No other suspects have ever been arrested for the crime. Following year, Lewis was named Super Bowl MVP. The signature phrase, "I'm going to Disney World," was given instead to quarterback Trent Dilfer. April 29th, 2004, Lewis reached a settlement with 4-year-old Linda Lawler, born months after the death of her father Richard, preempting a scheduled civil proceeding. Lewis also reached an undisclosed settlement with Baker's family. Unbelievable. During a taped pregame interview with Channing Sharp that aired on CBS before the Super Bowl, Sharp told Lewis that the families of the slain men find it difficult to see Lewis be idolized by millions of fans, believing he knows more about the killings than he shared. What would you like to say to family Sharp as Lewis? God never made a mistake. That's just who he is. You see, to the family, if you really knew the way God works, he don't use people who commit anything like that for his glory. All right. The crisis management case study of how Ravens dealt with Ray Lewis during his murder trial had been revisited by Brian Phillips, who became NFL.com analysis after the arrest of New England Patriots' swift release of Aaron Hernandez. So there you go, guys. Depending on who you are and depending on what the circumstances is of the controversy is depending on what happens with you. Again, if we're going to be all high and mighty when it comes to the things that are done with sports figures, owners, team mascots, I would just ask for all of us to have a little consistency in what we're talking about with our outrage. And when I see people like Oprah Winfrey and all these people that are basically unbelievably outraged, I would just like everybody put in perspective that you have athletes that are involved in murder cover-ups who are basically, MVPs in Super Bowls a year later. And when you're so overly outraged over some 80-year-old fucking racist Jew, and that's what he was. Everybody dismisses the fact that he's this old school Jew. He is. Remember, old school Jews marry your own. In Israel state, a Jewish state, marry your own. Old school Jews are one of the first to practice segregation when it comes to the world. And you even heard him talking about blacks of blacks, Mexicans, the world, how it's viewed. Remember, this is an 80-year-old Jew. This is somebody who comes from a race, because I say it's a religion, but Jews say it's a race, where their feelings are marry your own kind. And if fucking somebody white says white should marry their own kind, they're labeled a racist. But in the Jewish race, a Jew is basically told you have to marry your own kind. So you're talking about an 80-year-old billionaire Jew who basically is a bigot, and he's privately on tape bitching to his half-black, half-Mexican girlfriend that he doesn't want the world to see her gallivanting around with big black cocks. If she wants, she can bring the black cocks privately home where they can do some cuckolding. That's cool, but just please don't put it on your fucking Instagram. And don't bring Magic Johnson to an LA Clippers game. That's basically what I heard. And then I heard a Mexican black girl with the most annoying voice ask him if he wanted juice. You want some juice? You want some juice? I love you. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I love you. Do you want me to just take my skin off, baby? Do you? So that's basically the premise of what we heard. Okay, I'm down. There you go. But do whatever you want. Ban him. Give him $1 billion for a team that he bought for $12 million. No problem. But let's have some consistency with our outrage. Let's have some consistency with what we're upset about. let's have some consistency with where we're going to focus this outrage. And you got people by the name of Duck Dynasty. You got people by the name of Paula Dean at Ticketmaster. And you got this whole group of politicians from Governor Rick Perry that say horrific racist shit on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And if we're going to start going after 80-year-old Jewish basketball owners, can we at least please go after $1 billion entity Ticketmaster? Oh, I don't think anybody wants to go at Ticketmaster because they sell tickets for people's events. I get it. I guess Magic Johnson and everybody, I guess Magic Johnson don't want to go after Ticketmaster. You know, you might actually have to need Ticketmaster to sell tickets to basketball games or baseball games or boxing events. I get it. I get it. Oprah Winfrey don't want to go after Ticketmaster because Ticketmaster actually might have to sell some fucking tickets for things that she's involved with. I get it. But at least say it. At least say all of these things. At least point these out. Let's not sidestep these issues. This whole controversy is nothing more than about a guy that people haven't liked for 30 years. They never liked the fact that he ran the Clippers in a way that he made money and never gave a shit if the team was good, because the way the NBA and the way basketball is set up, he could field the team, and the team could basically be under 500 year after year, but there's a certain amount of people that go to Clippers games, and there's a certain amount of revenue that is part of rev share deals amongst all the owners with TV contracts. And at the end of the year, guess what? He makes money for a $12 million investment. So let's face it, this is all about getting this guy that everybody's hated for 30 years out of the league and to sell the team to Magic Johnson. I get it. Awesome. But at least let's admit that, because you ain't fucking outraged. Remember, you all knew about this guy for 30 years and you did nothing. You all knew this guy was a racist for 30 years and you did nothing. You gave him a pass. Well, why would you give him a fucking pass if you all knew about it? LeBron James said that he would have came to when he was a free agent, he would have came and played, but he didn't want to play for Donald Sterling. So how did LeBron James know, but everybody else didn't? What, LeBron was fucking Mr. Wisdom? All of a sudden, LeBron James is Mr. Wisdom? Bullshit. Everybody knew Donald Sterling was like this. Everybody knew he had this plantation-style mentality, from bringing hookers into locker rooms, fucking telling the girls to look at all the black bodies. Please. Everybody was just waiting for this guy to fuck up so they could pounce in. That's all. That's all. That's all. Man, there's athletes and people, owners, Marge Schott. There's people who have done 10 times worse than this guy, and people who haven't had the bullshit, fake outrage than that they have now. And that's what it's about. People don't even have outrage for Paula Dean and Ticketmaster. The fuck? Ticketmaster and Paula Dean are selling tickets, and she wants to dress black people up like fucking slaves. So don't give me your fucking outrage. You guys are all pathetic. For Christ's sakes, pathetic. All right, it's the Rob Black Show. We're gonna take a break for I'd say 2 minutes. Seriously, about 2 minutes, just so we can basically recoup and refocus. And with that being said, what we're going to do is make everybody feel good, because we've been talking about race, and we've been talking about Jews and blacks. And while I take a pee-pee, because I have to pee-pee, we're going to give you something happy. And this is from Schindler's List, when Schindler is upset because he knows he could save more Jews, and if he just had more time, he could have saved more. So here's a little happy Jew talk from Schindler's List.
This Hebrew from the Talmud, it says, whoever saves one life saves the world entire. I could have got more. That's because there are 1,100 people who are alive because of you. If I make more money, I threw away so much money. You have no idea. If I just generations because of what you did. I didn't do enough. You did so much. This car. Good would want this car. Why did I keep the car? 10 people right there. 10 people. And more people. This kid. 2 people. This is gold. 2 more people. You have given me 2 more. At least 1. You would have given me 1. 1 more. 1 more person. Person, yeah. For this. I could have got 1 more person. And I did.
How's that, guys? Does that make everybody feel good? Does that make everybody feel good? We had Schindler's List going. Fucking makes it. That's the nice part of Schindler's List. You can save more, and the whole thing. You know, the Jew thing. They saved each other. Life was nice. I did that just to round everything off today with some kindness. That's all. That segment. All right, so let me get into something for the next 20 minutes. My God, this is so funny. You know why it's funny? And I'm going to tell you why it's funny, because I went to oh man. I'm sitting here talking about the happiness of our Jewish friends, and I go to ABN, and it says Ron Jeremy makes video plea to the Toronto Jewish Film Festival. In a short film that is less than 1 minute long, Ron Jeremy, the world-famous porn star, makes a black and white plea to the Toronto Jewish Film Festival to be taken seriously as a filmmaker. According to the narrative, Jeremy has had several of his movies rejected by the festival, including one titled The Rodfather. The short opens with Jeremy in the black and white in the back of a limo looking plaintively out the window. My name is Ron Jeremy, begins the voiceover, actor, producer, and star of over 2,000 films. He continues, and now deep in thought as he walks the hills near the iconic Hollywood sign. I know it makes a great film, but several of my submissions were rejected by the Toronto Jewish Film Festivals. Cut to a pile of rumpled screenplays, The Rodfather on top, and a cutaway to a film canister and the working title handwritten on tape, Woodfellas. Questions arose. Now Jeremy is walking Hollywood Boulevard, bending over to check out a Walk of Fame star at his feet. Were you not aware of the accolades bestowed upon me as a director? Cutaway of awards, including blurred ones in an apparent shape of penis. That I have worked with Hollywood's elite, shots of famed photos with Jeremy and a bevy of people with their faces blacked out. And of course, that I am Jewish. Standing behind his desk in his office, he bends over in extensional pain, his right hand stuffed in his pants pocket, fumbling for something near his crotch. Cut to Jeremy pulling out his bar mitzvah photo, holding it up by his head as he speaks directly into the camera. I hope you'll all reconsider, he says, his face twitching slightly. Do the right thing. The film ends with a middle shot of Jeremy standing behind the desk holding the photo, the entire shot shimmering as book titles, awards, and photos are blurred behind him. The Lifetime Achievement censored for the camera. Slow pace, brassily written, somber tone, and subtle, and it's pure satire. With Jeremy effectively understated throughout. The film is actually a promotion for the Toronto Jewish Film Festival, which opens today and runs through May 11th. We're not exactly sure, but Denver egotists may have taken the bait. The film is directed by Brian Lee Hughes, with cinematography by Jason McCormick. It excludes the type of quality filmmaking sought by the festival, even if the subject does not. Titled simply From the Desk of Ron Jeremy, the Toronto Jewish Film Festival promo can be seen on YouTube here. So that's the press release. I gotta look at it now. I gotta see it.
My name is Ron Jeremy, actor, producer, and star of over 2,000 films. As a cinephile, I know what makes great film. But several of my submissions were rejected by the Toronto Jewish Film Festival. Questions arose. Were you not aware of the accolades bestowed upon me as a director? That I've worked with Hollywood's elite. And of course, that I'm Jewish. I hope you'll reconsider. Do the right thing.
That's great. Oh, man, that's classic. That's good, man. That's good. That's really good. That's really good, guys. That was classic shit. Good stuff. I'm glad that I could promote that. That was good. Very good, man. Check that out. It's on YouTube. Really good stuff. I mean, it's funny. It's almost like one of those American Express commercials that has Bob De Niro in, or one of the other performers in Hollywood, and they're like walking through the streets, and it's like black and white, and it's you know, here we are in New York, the city that has the most strength, you know, and it was like after the 9/11s, and it was promoting New York City or promoting the Tribeca Film Festival, but they would also intercut certain things and make it part of the American Express card. You know, I'm Bob De Niro, and you know, this is American Express, and it would show a signature and say, you know, proud sponsor of you know, Tribeca Film Festival, or you know, something like that. It was all black and white with the piano music. Definitely had that feel to it. So it was quite entertaining. Check that out, guys. If you get a chance, check it out. You will not be disappointed. Okay, check it out. You will not be disappointed. So, God, what the fuck we got going on here? We always got so much shit going on. We do, and the world never stops. It never stops for us. Seriously. The world never stops. The world is a vampire. All right, so I wanted to talk about something. We got about, it's 1:48. News that you could use is going to be in 12 minutes. We can get this done in 16. So Katie Summers will just log on and wait a couple minutes, because this is funny, and we talked about this last night or yesterday afternoon. I'm not real sure exactly when I said it, but I gotta fucking chime in with this, because it doesn't get any funnier than what I read. So we were talking yesterday about the porn sites and their lack of you know, news, and I was going through what exactly is up and what exactly is buzzing around in the you know, in the porn world, and their lack of information, because it's basically just a bunch of press releases, and nobody's doing anything. And I read AVN, some press releases on AVN, I read some press releases on XBiz, and that was about it. There was nothing more. We didn't go to Mike South, because Mike South is basically quiet, and he doesn't really print anything anymore, because when he does, we're there to smack him in his fucking hillbilly face, because he can't get away with lying about people anymore. He can't get away with basically printing false stories. He basically has been he's been cornered. He's been cornered like a rabid dog, and that's it. His posters, the ones that he has, which he's got about 3 of them, that go by these bullshit made-up names, a Lacey Blake, a Lurking Reader, and one other moron that is on there. Oh, one of the people that are fans of this show that I know, he posts on there. And then they have 2 new people that post with these fake names, and they say outlandish things, talking about hoping everybody gets AIDS. And I know who that person is, because Mike South is friends with this person, and I know this person. And this person is always been good to me, but they go crazy. They go crazy with theories and concepts, but they're good friends of Mike South. They defend Mike South, and Mike South lets them post on his message board ludicrous statements. Remember, Mike South moderates, so he lets a lot of this stuff when people go, oh, they'll just go shoot in Syria. Who would fucking come up with an idea like that? Well, Mike South lets people post that because Mike South has nobody doing anything on his site. His site has basically become a non-existent site. His site has now become Luke is back. His site has become nothing more than putting up bullshit stories that amount to, I have a source that says, what? I have a source that says this person got fired. Really? Okay, that's your big story. Just nothing more than a source. Who's your source? An anonymous source. Okay. I got an anonymous source that says the Georgia OSHA inspectors have went down to Mike South and arrested him for a failure to have legitimate permits and pretending that he is friends with a Georgia OSHA inspector, and his fine is taking away his trailer. There you go. We're gonna go print that. I mean, it's that ludicrous. So Mike South has been off our radar because he literally, when he prints a story about his support of animal cruelty, and he talks about hunting squirrels and when he's in second grade and bringing guns to school, and that's how his parents ate dinner. Basically what he's saying is that his mom and dad were so incompetent to support his family that it was up to a second grader to hunt dirty animals like rats and squirrels. Awesome. So Mike South prints stories about a guy in Texas who has a clinic, who drives a Lamborghini, and that is the proof that he is in cahoots with Free Speech Coalition, and they're charging talent $400 for tests, and then giving Free Speech Coalition half that money back in affiliate fees and kickbacks. And then, of course, we had set everybody, or I should say set Mike South straight and show everybody that Mike South is completely ludicrous when he's trying to tell everybody that there is this huge market of talent that is in Texas, and they are flooding this doctor's office with testing services. And they test there, they fly to California, they do their scenes, then they fly back to Texas to get their tests, and then they fly back to California. So basically, we dispelled Mike South's bullshit stories, where he's just basically jealous that some guy's got a fucking Lamborghini and he has a trailer. To the point where he's even writing and taking pictures from the guy's Facebook where he got a ticket for parking somewhere where he wasn't supposed to in his Lamborghini. And that's part of Mike South's story. He's like, fuck this guy, everybody. He has something nice, and I got a beat-up old pickup truck. So that is basically Mike South. He picks his head up, and we whack him with a fucking stick. That's it. Nobody's afraid of him anymore. His bullying tactics are over. He's a punk. He's exactly what a bully is, a punk bitch. And once you smack them in the face, they run and fucking hide. All right? He was outed for shooting without tests. He's outed for his concept that he knows people are clean with disease by just looking at them. He was outed the fact that he doesn't have Georgia OSHA inspectors on his sets because that would be a violation of fucking state law. I mean, all the things he's outed on. So his new post today, because, you know, God knows he hasn't had anything pertinent on his site. Oh, my bad. Wait a minute. Let's not forget his other poster, a guy by the name of Jilted, a.k.a. Tim Tritch, who supposedly worked for AIM and is basically the messenger of death, is what I call The guy was involved in all of the HIV outbreaks that didn't involve risky behavior, that just involved boy-girl sex. And the guy talks about blowing up the industry, spilling blood in the industry. He sings songs. I mean, the guy's a nut job. That's Mike South's other guy. So, with that being said, Mike South has a new feature on his site. And I got to tell you guys, it doesn't get any funnier than this. It really doesn't. It doesn't get any funnier than this, because you got to think of this concept. Seriously, you got to think of this concept. Because first you have to say, well, where are the credentials? That's what you have to say first. Where are the credentials? You want to know what the credentials are? This is what's going to be said. Mike South's going to say, well, I've seen the credentials, and I'm telling you that it's true. So if it's true, and I'm telling it to you, then God darn it, it's true. Believe me. That's basically what Mike South's going to say. So, you ready for this, guys? Mike South, his new feature on his site, and I'm just going to read you the post because it's this funny. Lacey Blake, this is one of his psychotic posters, who we documented 1 month that posted almost 200 times on Mike South's site. Somebody who's supposedly not in the business, has no affiliation with the business, to the point where she even writes posts that Mike South puts up that are directed at me to explain exactly who she is, which is no affiliation with the business, but she's just, I guess, bored, lonely, desperate, psychotic, that she posts 6 times a day on a message board that involves pornography. Thank you. So, listen to this. Lacey Blake is not just a good writer. She's also employed in the mainstream film industry as a stunt woman. Oh, her day job, though, is a certified public accountant. Wow. So Mike South has a woman, and if you read some of her earlier posts, her husband is a stuntman, and her father-in-law is a stuntman. So you have a married woman who has a family that are in the Hollywood stuntman business, and she is also a stunt woman. And yet, she spends her days posting on Mike South's message board 5 to 6 times a day when she's not being a certified public accountant. Not just an accountant. Oh, no, no, no. A certified public accountant. So after she went to college and got a degree in accounting, she got a 4-year degree in accounting, she then went for the extra schooling to get a CPA license, which is actually more prestigious than just being any old H&R Block accountant. Oh, man. Woo! All right, guys. Don't forget, this is an anonymous poster, okay? And I even think she started a Twitter page. So she tweets. Go take a look at her fucking tweets. That's a certified public accountant for you. Okay. So, ready? Lacey's been kind enough to agree to do Ask a CPA, advice column for MikeSouth.com readers. Oh. So email me, Mike South your questions, and I will forward them to Lacey, and you will get an answer. Wow. You know, this is awesome. So you have legitimate accounting information you need. Fuck, I mean, forget, you want your taxes done. You need real fucking answers, man. You just forward that information to Mike South, and he's going to forward them on to this anonymous poster who is a Hollywood stunt woman and a certified public accountant. No credentials, except this is what Mike South tells you. Yeehaw! Are you people reading this correctly? Are you people fucking reading this correctly? Am I in another fucking world? Seriously. Please confine your questions to that which you would ask a CPA. With her experience in the mainstream entertainment industry and her thorough knowledge of OSHA regulations for the film industry, as well as tax code, this is a valuable service that you can take advantage of at no charge. Oh, well, hey guys, guess what? Thanks to Mike South, you have an anonymous poster who has a fake name, a fake Twitter name account. You basically have somebody that nobody knows who it is that claims to be a certified public accountant and a stunt woman, along with her husband, who's a stunt man, and her father-in-law, who's a stunt man. And guess what? She posts on a porn site 6 times a day, to the point where she's posting special messages to Rob Black in these long diatribe posts as a rambling, lonely housewife. So you want your accounting questions, you need a certified public accountant, send it on over to Mike South, and he's going to solve your problems, because he's going to send them to an anonymous person. Is this the fucking most retarded shit you've ever fucking heard? But it keeps going. Okay? I'd like to personally thank Lacey for doing this. And I'd encourage all of you to ask her questions. You do not have to sign your real name or performer name unless you want to. So everybody can be anonymous. So you can be a fake person asking another fake person who claims to be an accountant a bunch of fucking accounting questions. And then you two can pretend that you're actually talking about a real business. It's called Fantasyland on MikeSouth.com. Yeah! And then he'll tell you how to cook up some squirrel meat. My on. Lacey can save you money and save you problems, whether you're a performer or an owner of a large company. Holy shit! Somebody call Steve Hirsch. Somebody call Steve Hirsch. Tell him to get rid of his accounting firm. You know, the ones that oversee his $20 fucking million empire, and just forward on those tax questions to good old Mike South and Lacey Blake. Yeah! They're gonna solve all of Steve Hirsch's tax problems. Yeah! Let's go do it, boys! Hey, might as well call Peter Ackworth at Kink.com and say, Pete, drop all your accountants, my friend. You just need to send over your box of receipts, you know, that you keep on, you know, napkins and little fucking scrap pieces of paper.
Send it on over to Mike South's address at his trailer so he can then forward it to the fictional CPA that he has that's also a contributing author on the MikeSouth.com. And Lacey Blake, the certified public accountant / Hollywood stunt woman, she'll do your taxes for free. Yes, any performer or large company owner. Yep, you got it. Call MikeSouth.com. And Mike South states at the end, I'm proud to offer this service to my readers. And if you need a really good CPA, goddammit, Mike South knows Lacey Blake, which is a fucking fake name. Mike South knows that this fake person is a really good fake CPA. Okay? To help you with your business. You can't go wrong with Lacey. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a fake person. She has the experience and know-how to save you on your taxes and make your businesses run better. Yeah! Yeah, maybe if your fucking business was hunting dirty squirrel in the backwoods of Mike South's trailer, maybe if that was your business, okay? Maybe if your business was hunting squirrel so you could skin squirrels for their fur, so you can make squirrel jackets for your little fucking Barbie dolls, and then eat the meat when it's done. Maybe if that was your business, good old Lacey Blake, the CPA, from parts unknown, degree unknown, name unknown, but hey, send all your information to good old MikeSouth.com, and he'll make sure that he forwards it to person unknown named Lacey Blake, and she'll get right to your tax needs. So, as Mike South says, whether you are a performer, seriously guys, whether you're a performer or the owner of a large company, fucking large company, not a small company of 4 or 5 people, but a large company, you know, IVD, Hustler Video, you know what? Somebody call Larry Flynn. Tell Larry Flynn that he's doing it all wrong. And he needs a good CPA. And that CPA is, well, I guess Lacey Blake. It's not a real name. But hey, either is her CPA degree, because guess what? That doesn't exist. Just like none of the information that Mike South ever gives you on his site is anything more than delusional, made-up fantasies in his fucked up hillbilly head. And only an ignorant, fucked up hillbilly could actually put an ad on his site, okay? Look, you know what? When we do this story, when Tom Byron does this story, I'm going to end the story with, we also have some services if you guys need, okay? And his name is Stu Lipschitz. I swear to God. And I'm telling you guys this first. His name is Stu Lipschitz. And he's an attorney, okay? He's an attorney right here in Los Angeles. And if you guys need any good legal advice for free, all you got to do is email rzblack@yahoo.com. That's my email address. That we'll get it here at the office and we'll go through it. And you email all of your law questions, and we're going to forward that to Stu Lipschitz. Yes, His name is Stuart. We call him Stu for short. Lipschitz, okay? From the law firm Lipschitz and Green. It is. It's Lipschitz and Green. And he is our lawyer here, and he has agreed to do lawyering work for any performer out there that needs it for free. And all of you company owners, even if you're a big company, you email the Rob Black Show any of your lawyery questions, and we will fire them off to Stuart Lipschitz of Lipschitz and Green, and he will answer anything you need. So Mike South might have a CPA in Lacey Blake, but guess what? We here at the RobBlackShow.com, we got a lawyer named Stuart Lipschitz. All right? Now, let me tell you something. If I want to cut in to the accounting business that Mike South is setting up, I could with one of our other accountants, okay? And his name is Marvin Green. Now, I'm not going to go in with that, but if any of you have a problem with the great Lacey Blake, of course, it's not her name, and her awesome CPA advice, please hit us up and we'll hook you up with Marvin Green, who is a CPA also. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. But right now, we're not offering that service. We're only offering our lawyer free of charge to small companies and large companies, and also the performers themselves. And his name is Stuart Lipschitz of Lipschitz and Green. And he will handle all your lawyering advice. So there you go, MikeSouth.com. We trumped you. You might have a CPA with Lacey Blake, where you and Lacey are going to answer all of the industry's accounting questions. But guess what? We got the corner market on the lawyer questions with Stu Lipschitz. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Tell MikeSouth.com, fuck you, because Rob Black has got Stuart Lipschitz. Woo! Yeah, baby! Take that, Mike South, and your CPA and Lacey Blake, because our man, Stuart Lipschitz, is far better than your CPA and Lacey Blake. And trust me, Stuart Lipschitz knows how to get things done. So, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and all you big companies, Hustler, Vivid, New Sensation, Scott Taylor, fire that accountant you have. You need to be calling MikeSouth.com. You need to be calling good old Mike Struthers. All right, I think that's his name. Remember, he also is a rocket scientist. Ooh, I forgot about that. So give old Mike Struthers, MikeSouth.com, a call and tell him you need to send over all your paperwork so that top-notch CPA and Lacey Blake. Also, if you need any stunts done, you know, blowing up buildings and shit, she can do that with her husband and her father-in-law. Because in the other part of their day, they're stunt people. So they're stunt people by night, accountants during the day, and basically all around the clock, they're internet trolls that just post on Mike South's website 5, 6, 7 times a day. That's all day. But accounting is half the day. Stunt work is only the other half of the day. But internet trolls, all day, all night. Because when you're a lonely, fat, disgusting,
inbred, hillbilly, ignorant woman. I get we don't even know what Lacey Blake is. But whenever you are what this person is, you got a lot of time on your hands because that's being delusional. So hit up oldmikesouth.com for your accounting needs. And when you get done with there, hit up good old Rob Black, and I'll supply you with Stu Lipschitz. So, good old MikeSouth.com, kicking ass and giving important information as always via MikeSouth.com. Guy's a fucking genius, man. Guy's a genius. All right, it's the Rob Black Show, and we're gonna kick in with some news that we can use. It's already 2:18 p.m. So let's call the beautiful Katie Summers up right now. So let's get to that. And before we get to that, while I'm setting things up, go ahead and listen to one of my favorite speeches, and that's Nate Glass, Jessica Drake at the Chicago lecture. And this is, they're after my heart here. Here you go.
Tell me the message or something, right? Because you're doing something, trying to breastfeed with fucking foreign bodies. Was that it?
It has nothing to do with it.
Oh, it had nothing to do with what? The fact that you had foreign bodies in there?
Correct.
Correct, okay, good. So you're not lying to me about fake tits.
I've never had it.
Yes, you just did. You said they weren't. You fucking lied to me. Before.
I didn't. I never said anything of a kind. You never asked me, I never told you. Or maybe you asked me, but I never lied about this.
I'm a liar, who cares? So, they look ridiculous. Get rid of them, why don't you? Anyway, you know.
That's none of your fucking business.
It is. They look stupid. I'm just telling you. It's just an appraisal. Keep them if you want. Look stupid. See if I can fucking. You know, but they're too big and they look stupid. They look like some Vegas bitch. They look like a Vegas whore. And you go around sashaying around in your tight clothes and stuff. I won't stand for that anymore.
I don't look around. I don't look around in tight clothes. I stay out for most of the time.
Public and it's a fucking embarrassment to me. You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault. Alright? Because you provoked it. You are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs until you have to show off. Tight outfits and tight pants so you see your pussy from behind. And that pussy thing today was enough. That's provocative. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like it. I don't want that woman. I don't want you. I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you. I don't love you. I don't want you. Okay? Stay in the fucking house. I'm not giving it to you, but I'll let you stay there.
Try to get up Katie Summers here, guys. So. Here we go, guys. Why does the phone go to voicemail? I called 2 minutes ago, or 1 minute ago, and it kept going to voicemail. Oh, you were playing a game. Oh, isn't that great, guys? Katie Summers is playing a fucking game. All right, Katie Summers, we have you on the line. I hope you're ready with some news. That we can use. Give it to us, Katie Summers. Oh, really? Okay. So what kind of pictures do they have? Published there. Yeah. I thought maybe it was like death pictures of like Hitler with his fucking brains blown out or something like that. That would have been fucking cool. Fuck, who gives a fuck? I mean, it's good, but I mean, I was getting excited, like, oh, they unearthed these pictures of Hitler with a fucking, somebody dying, something happening, something entertaining, but not just a bunch of stupid shit. It's like the Kurt Cobain pictures. It's like that everybody keeps making a big deal out of these pictures as if you're gonna see like some, real shit. But there is no real shit. I wanted to see his like fucking head splattered everywhere. So like they show a box that had a suicide note and some cigarette butts, and you see like one of his legs laid. I want to see his fucking long, bloody, blonde hair and shit. That's what I want to see. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. What is it? What's the dog doing? Being a little jerk off? Fucking, I love it. His fucking boss, he's badass. He's like, what's up? How are you? How are you? Fucking, okay, keep going, because there's got to be something even more entertaining. Stupid bastards. Okay, keep going. So what's gonna happen now? Like, are they gonna get? I mean, I imagine they're gonna get in trouble, but like, I guess to me, the hot dogs and the petroleum jelly isn't a big deal. But the fact that they pissed everywhere, that's got to be the thing that the school's got to be a little pissed off, literally pissed off about. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think if these idiots possibly just did like the hot dog thing or you know, something in that vein, but I think pissing in the school all over the halls took it to a level where they're like, all right, now you guys fucking, you know, now you guys pushed it over the edge by fucking pissing. Because piss is nasty and it stinks, and you know, to have a janitor have to go and clean up fucking you know, all that piss from 60 students, that's fucked up. But to have, you know, have somebody go and, you know, get hot dogs or something like that, it's like, ha ha ha, very funny. Because, you know, ultimately schools have done that. Our kids have done that. You know, they break into a school and they take all the furniture out of classrooms and put it out on the front lawn. You know, you've seen shows, you've heard of that. But pissing all over the school takes it to a whole different level. It takes it to a whole different level. That takes it out of a funny prank to being something that is fucking unhealthy. You know, I mean, you can't have urine all over the place. Because think about it, if they're pissing everywhere, when the people come in there to clean or they got to take care of it, people are going to be walking in piss. People are going to have to put on rubber gloves. It's a big deal to have to clean up that. I mean, there's probably gallons and gallons of urine. That's fucked up. That's just fucked up. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I even think the parents are going to be pissed. Like I said, if you get brought home and it's like your son was involved with 60 other students and they were tying hot dog wieners on all the doors at the school. It's like, bad. That's wrong. But it's like, yeah, your son was involved with 60 other students and they pissed all over the school floors, on the desks, on the lockers. That's when, as a parent, you look at your kid and go, what the fuck is the matter with you, you fucking piece of shit? So, yeah, the pissing is definitely what sealed the deal for everybody's fate. Because you have to go after them. Putting up hot dogs or even just taking fucking jelly, Vaseline, and lubing up all the doors, where all the teachers like, ha, 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 the doors are slippery, ha, 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 funny. But going, ha, 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 there's fucking piss all over my desk. That's not funny. I mean, there's probably stuff that they have to throw away because piss doesn't get out of stuff. Piss ferments. Piss is not good in wood or in lockers and stuff where it's like, hey man, my locker smells perpetually like piss. It's like cat piss, where you're just constantly smelling piss. And you're like, dude, why do I smell cat piss? And you're like, oh, yeah, man, my cat pissed in the corner, but I cleaned it like 10 times. It's like, dude, you're going to have to throw away the carpet because it will not. It's the same thing. Human piss is the same repugnant shit. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, he'd get in trouble. On top of the fact that it was ludicrous, because everybody knows that George Clooney is just like a fucking pussy magnet and a fucking just a pussy hound. The fact that he could get in trouble for saying something like that, that's just so just fucking outlandish. People were probably like, dude, what the fuck did you just say, motherfucker? Well, it sounds like a dude that has a girlfriend that fawns over George Clooney, and he's super jealous, and he probably tells her every night, enough about George Clooney. Of course, some fucking little... Sure, he's probably upset, because now George Clooney, his fantasy of George Clooney coming to his house and fucking him up his asshole is fucking ruined. Hell yeah. Oh, what are you kidding me? Lindsey Graham is like, oh, I just want George to come over and be like, you want me to be your United Nation, Linz? Oh, yeah. It'd be like, I'll be your patient. I'll be your patient, George. Just give it to me, please. Fucking Lindsey Graham. Yeah, so what a fucking... That's funny, man. Fucking Republicans, they're out of their minds. Fox is just beyond nuts. Fox is just crazy. Oh, shit. What? Give me it. Who? Yes, yes. What? What? Yeah. Well, Kate, you're just answering. So now he's writing a movie for Kanye West. Yeah. Yeah, well, listen, guess what? It's going to be a fucking bomb, just like the Canyons were. The guy hasn't had a real hit since The Taxi Driver. The guy's a fucking bum. All right, the guy's just, he's a bum. All right, even American Psycho. Wasn't American Psycho a book? Wasn't that something else before the fucking movie or the screenplay? Or even if it wasn't, it was nothing spectacular. It wasn't like it was some blockbuster fucking. It was some culty horror fucking movie. The only thing that gave it the publicity is that it starred Christian Bale. Other than that, it was dog shit. The guy's a fucking bum. And this just shows it even more. Who the fuck would make some fucking lame-ass movie with Kanye West? He's a fucking drool. Kanye West is horrible. Listen, Kanye West is one of those rap performers, not just a rap guy, but he's just a musician or an actor. He is that celebrity that has jumped the shark. He is that celebrity that everybody totally doesn't give a fuck about anymore. And he's basically becoming a puffy P. Diddy. He's becoming a fucking joke in the entertainment business. And he's just like a sideshow. Married with the Kim Kardashian, who's a fucking a freak show. He's becoming a fucking freak show. He always wanted to be Jay-Z, but he is the opposite of Jay-Z. Jay-Z is Mr. Cool. I got the wife who's respectable, that they donate their time to worthwhile causes. They're never put in positions where they look stupid. They're very careful of how they act. And Kanye West is completely opposite. When he does an interview, he tries to come off like he's so intelligent. Kim Kardashian is so fucking stupid and inconsequential when it comes to being anything of worthwhile status of achieving anything. And they're jokes. They're really jokes. And now he's got a movie that is going to come out and people are going to shit on it because it's going to be a fucking joke. There's my Kanye West. I mean, just look at Jay-Z compared to Kanye. And Kanye desperately wants to be Jay-Z. Fucking Jay-Z, he's just involved in so many charities, and he's just, Beyonce is fucking, she's up there singing with little cancer kids and fucking Kim Kardashian is just the biggest fucking slob. Their big debate is who's going to come to their fucking wedding. That's their big debate. Well, they're like they are the couple's version of Justin Bieber, where Justin Bieber, it's just like they all had, just like Kanye and Kim Kardashian have their little fan base, but it's basically this little culty fan base
And if you take that and you compare it to how the overall public feels about them, they're basically hated. You know, I mean, they really are. Like, people look at them and go, ugh. People watch them for the train wreck they are. But it's not like they're loved. It's not like people are fucking screaming out balconies so they could fucking be in the presence of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. They're fucking freak shows. It's like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, nobody gives a fuck about Justin Bieber, the talent. People give a fuck about Justin Bieber, the freak show. What's the little retard going to do next? What controversy is going to happen with that idiot next? And that's it. And that's what Kim Kardashian and Kanye are. The same thing. I mean, think about it. What the fuck does Kim Kardashian do? Once their show is done, their bullshit reality show, what does she do? What does she do? It's not like she's got a talk show. It's not like she records music. She does nothing. She does nothing. There's nothing she does. Think, what does she do? I mean, what does she do? That's all I ask. What does she do? She does nothing. There's nothing she does. And you can't even say, well, she's got Kanye. She doesn't have to do anything. Please, listen, you need to do something. What does she do? She has to do something. What does she do? Nothing. That's her claim to fame. Her claim to fame was sucking big black cock for Vivid. That was her claim to fame. And before that, her claim to fame was trying to suck as much big black cock as she possibly could. And she had Reggie Bush, and before Reggie Bush, she had every other big black cock motherfucker that was in the entertainment business or sports business. Whether it was a basketball player or it was some other rapper. That's her claim to fame. That's it. That's all she is known for. She is the V. Servino of Armenian women. That's it. That's it. That's it. She is. She's the V. Servino of Armenian women. There you go. Kim Kardashian. Kanye, do you want me to get you some juice? Do you want some juice, baby? I love you, baby. He's like, don't be putting no more pictures of rappers on your Instagram no more. You gotta lay off all them big black dicks you be fucking. All right, baby, I'm sorry. I won't put any more pictures of the game. I won't put up any more pictures of Ray J. I won't put up any more pictures of Reggie Bush. I won't put, the list goes on and on. All right, my bad. All right, give me a death story. I like death stories.
Coach. Yeah, Tim Tritch. The Mike South stalker guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Exactly. Trust me, the guy on Mike South's site, Tim Tritch, Jilted, he's definitely psychotic. There's something definitely fucked up with him and unstable and dangerous. That is a fact. When you're posting as an anonymous name on people's sites and you're singing songs, you're fucking nuts. So what happened? Did the girl die? Oh. Well, I would hope so. Oh God, yes. Oh yeah. He would have definitely went to he would have went to jail for attempted murder. Yeah, he would have definitely went to jail. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. He would definitely went to jail. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't be sawing motherfuckers' necks in America. Especially your fucking girlfriend or your wife. They definitely look down, the courts and the authorities definitely look down on that, considering the whole OJ thing. You know, nobody wants another fucking OJ situation. So yeah, the courts they don't look on that too kindly. They don't look on that. You can get away with punching your girl in her face, but sawing her neck, nah, that's a non-starter in a conversation. Once you start sawing your girl's neck, you're definitely going to jail for a little bit. But you can be Ray Rice and punch the bitch in the face, knock her out, and drag her lifeless body out of an elevator. That you could get away with. But taking a knife and sawing her neck, that's a definite no-no. That's a no-no. Who was? That's horrible. That's fucked up. Well, yeah, trust me. I'm sure once this makes its way through the justice system, this guy will not be. This guy will not be looked at. To you know what I'm saying? Trust me. He's gonna go to jail. Oh, okay. So that's what that's the big news that they're adding those movies. Huh. Nah, yeah, they're talking about 007, you know, James Bond shit. Yeah, you've seen Gladiator, right? Yeah, yeah. Well, Gladiator's awesome. Give it, yeah, motherfucker. Give me this day in history. What? So okay, that how much bigger is it though than the Empire State Building or whatever the fuck you said it was bigger? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, nothing. I was just saying, the buildings and blah blah blah. Give me some. I want something. Give me like a Nazi of this day in history. That's what I want. I want something like you were giving me yesterday. That's no fun. Oh yeah. Can you fucking believe Nolan Ryan threw 7 no-hitters? Seven. I mean, that's just 7 no-hitters. That's just Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously, that's like, God. I don't know. I mean, to throw one no hitter is like is something that people a pitcher could only dream about. There's people that if you add up how many Major League Baseball players that have played the game, and if you add up how many no-hitters have been thrown, it's a very elite group. And the fact that he threw 7 no-hitters is just, to me, a no-hitter is like winning an Oscar. Like, to throw a no-hitter, that's one of those things in baseball for a pitcher that is like, you throw a no-hitter, that is like the pinnacle of being a pitcher's career. Like, hey, I got a no-hitter. And to throw 7 of them, that's like winning 7 Oscars. It really is. Yeah, I haven't. I think they usually have one. Literally, Kat, they usually have, give or take, 1 a season. Like, you'll hear like 1 no-hitter, but I haven't heard of a no-hitter this year. Normally, you hear about it because it's all over the front page of all the news. At Yahoo, it'd be on the front page of all the news. It's a front page story. Even in no matter what state you live in, it's one of those things where they always have a blurb. Oh, and so and so threw a no hitter. I mean, it's one of those things that's always it's a fucking top story that is always on the air when someone does it. And the fact that Nolan Ryan did 7 of them, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But you want to hear something that's want to know something that's funny? Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young Award. The Cy Young Award is an honor given every year in baseball to the best pitcher in Major League Baseball. American League gives one, and the National League gives one. And he's one of the only players to never win a Cy Young Award. As weird as that sounds. Can you believe that? I just looked it up. Because I wanted to know, I was into this Nolan Ryan thing, and it said during a Major League, it says Ryan is an all-time leader in no-hitters with 7, 3 more than any other pitcher. He is tied with Bob Feller for the most one-hitters with 12. Ryan also pitched 18 two-hitters. Despite the 7 no-hitters, he never won a Cy Young Award. Ryan is one of the only 29 players in baseball history to have appeared in Major League Baseball games in 4 decades, and the only pitcher to have struck out 7 pairs of fathers and sons. As weird as that is. I know, it's just, it is what it is, but he's never won a Cy Young Award. But he's won World Series, and he's thrown no-hitters, and he has the most career strikeouts with 5,714. Nobody's struck out more people than Nolan Ryan. And he has the career no-hitters. So the fact that he has struck out more people than any other pitcher in Major League Baseball, he's thrown more no-hitters than anybody in Major League Baseball, and he's an 8-time All-Star. He's never won the Cy Young Award, which is kind of fucking funny. So, yeah, I know. And he's got over 300 wins. So, yeah, as weird as that is. But, hey, what can you say? I would say, and he is one of the only pitchers that regularly was recorded at throwing of the ball over 100 miles an hour. And that remained throughout his career, even into the 40s. He was still being clocked on some of his fastballs at 100 miles an hour. So Nolan Ryan was one of the only players to regularly throw the ball 100 plus miles an hour on a regular basis. You know, you got pitchers that have pitched like Roger Clemens and Randy Johnson and these guys that during the game, you know, a couple of their pitches would be clocked at 100. But Nolan Ryan regularly would throw the ball at 100 miles an hour when he pitched. That's insane. How much? Oh God, yeah. I think he might have. I think he might have hit a little higher than that before. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Nolan Ryan. If you would say, oh, I think Nolan Ryan threw the ball one time at 105 or 110, I'd say, oh, fuck yeah. I mean, he was I was just reading it. He was somebody that regularly his fastball was clocked at over 100 miles an hour. That is fucking insane. Well, that's why motherfucker had 7 no-hitters. That's crazy. That means he played a whole game. He played the entire game, and not one person got a hit off him. Hit the ball safely, and where they got. I mean, that's just insane. That's just like strike fucking 3, you're out. 1, 2, 3, you're out. 1, 2, 3, you're out. 1, 2, 3, you're out. And the fact that he's the leader in strikeouts, which means people were striking out left and right. Yeah. Yeah, there hasn't been another Nolan Ryan. Because remember, the guy played. Remember, the guy played 27 years. So that's why I said about the Derek Jeter thing, about his age and stuff, and when people talk about steroids with these players, because ultimately, you know, if you're in good shape as a baseball player, there's no reason that you can't play baseball for that long. I mean, you know, 27 years. Now, people would argue and say, yeah, but he was a pitcher. He didn't play in the field every day like Derek Jeter where you hit and stuff. But the flip on that is, no, he had to be a pitcher. And a pitcher, they throw their arms out all the time. So to fucking have a pitcher and keep your arm strength to where for 27 fucking years you're still throwing the ball and striking motherfuckers out, that's some serious shit. So, yeah, when you sit there and go, Derek Jeter's retiring after, you know, this amount of years, it's like, what's up? Why? You know, what's up? Yeah, you know, yeah, you've been playing for a long time, but, you know, there's been players that have been playing longer. He's in his 19th season. You know, 19 seasons. I think so. Fucking, like I said, they throw their fucking arms out. There's pitchers that blow their arms out in fucking 6, 7 years. So yeah, I mean, fucking Nolan Ryan played 8 years longer than Derek Jeter, and Nolan Ryan's throwing a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So yeah, you know, I mean, ultimately, a baseball player. There's some players that play a lot longer than Derek Jeter did. So. There you go. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, well, all right. I don't know. Let's, that's it. No, I'm like, great, okay, there it is. It's we should have just ended with Nolan Ryan. Fuck Elvis and Priscilla Presley. Fuck them in their ass. All right. Very true. 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 Let me get my headpiece. My headpiece thing came out. No, I did. All right, go. Do your thing. And we're out of here. Katie Summers, tell everybody where you're going to be, what you're going to do, and tell them how awesome your vagina is and how it smells like roses. Au revoir. Bye-bye. All right, guys. That was it. That was all. That's it. We're done. We're finished. Okay? God. All right. Life is done. It's over. Okay? That's it. We are now ending. Okay? That's it. It's over. All right? So, all right? It's over. Finished. All right. And it's the ROB BLACK Show. Here we go. We're out of here. It's time to end the show. We will see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget, tonight there will be a best of that you can watch and be thoroughly entertained. If not, life goes on. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at noon when we come back here. And we figure out more exciting and entertaining things to bring you on the ROB BLACK Show. So, we'll see you guys then. It's the ROB BLACK Show. And as always, thank you for being here. And we're out. We're signing. We're done. We're completed. It's over. Slayer, take us away. Thank you.